Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? It's showtime.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Crazy Kid Mad City, and you are listening to another episode of Entertainingly Outrageous. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on Apple Podcasts, Twitch, Samsung Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Radio, TuneIn Radio, Podchasers, Player FM, Boomplay, Spotify, and YouTube. What's going on, everybody? Again, I go by the name of Crazy Kid Mad City, and I am the master of conversation. That's right. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. We got a special show for you guys. Just waiting on my special guest here to come in. But as he gets ready, what's up with everybody in the chat? How's you guys' week been? Okay, here we go. How you guys week been? This is who's in the chat? Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So we're gonna try to get this thing started. So without further delay, I want to bring on this special guest of mine. He is the king of country. That's right, a Memphis native, a South Memphis representative, a dope artist, and just an all-around dope person. Everybody, welcome to the show, my man Dulaa.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, my brother? What's
You
going
got
on?
it, man. I was worried that if I hope I was able to get this thing straight where you can hear me, man. You know?
Oh yeah. We hear you loud and clear, man.
Yeah, good. What's up with it?
Oh man, same old. Another day in paradise, man. How about yourself?
Man, likewise, brother. Likewise, man. Hey, I love what you're doing, man. I gotta get that off the top. You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought it was in your blood, though? You know?
Yeah. Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Real facts, man. Real fact. So we're gonna jump right into it, man. So what drew you into the music industry?
Oh man, it just was a thing. I always loved music, making music and stuff like that. So I just as the more and more I fell in love with making music, the more and more I wanted to do it for real and make a job of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, it was just a thing, I guess, like God gifted. You know what I'm saying? He just put it in you, you know,
right.
and like I say, it's been in me. It ain't left yet. You know, out of all this time, I've been doing it a while. You know, and I still love making good songs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you've been doing, like you said, you've been doing it for a while, man. It's
oh yeah.
I don't want to show your age in there, but
hey man, it ain't but one way to not get old, man, and I ain't trying to do it. I'd rather see the years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man,
yeah.
but
So you I saw your first you released your first project in what's that, 99?
Yeah, well, that was like my first like major release with a label and stuff with
Right.
Pure Pain down in Savannah, Georgia. But I had a couple of previous releases, man, that were locally. Did something through Southern Music Distribution a long, long time ago, a little bit before then. And of course, I was doing the I would say the little hood releases that we were doing back then on
Yeah.
records that kind of never really surfaced or anything, you know.
Right. So man, you got a unique style that I would say I haven't seen from anybody else. So describe your music style, because like I said, it's so unique that you really can't duplicate it.
Right. Well, man, I kind of just it's a gumbo of what I am and was exposed to coming up. You know, I just chose to go ahead and embrace it. You know, as a young artist at a young age, you know, you try to do what everybody else like and everything like that.
Right.
And when I saw how the music was going, and then me living, I was like, you know, I got to find something a little more comfortable for me to do, you know, me being
Right.
myself and everything. And then seeing that it wasn't really I wasn't really benefiting from trying to do something that I didn't really feel, you know, inside deeply. I wasn't benefiting anyway, so I might as well go for what I know.
Right.
And you know, I started doing it and just doing my thing. You just really don't know how people are gonna accept your style or your music or whatever. But you know,
Right.
once I got in my head, I couldn't care what they thought. You know what I'm saying? Just do your
Yeah.
thing, and whomever can appreciate it, that'll give you at least confirmation that you can keep doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I
Right.
got a few folk that's like, hey man, that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So uh just concentrating on building my fan base and still at it. You know, I'm working with a couple of situations that hopefully expand this new release, this new record I just dropped or whatever. But hopefully the rest of my stuff can piggyback off of getting
Right.
some exposure, you know what I'm saying, and everything. But like I say, man, you know, I just uh doing what I love to feel, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
really had to block out where it may take me or anything like that. I just had to make the song, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. So, speaking of your latest project, To Smile, so what was the feeling behind that project?
Um, I was there was a like a real, I would say what is it, a personal like um vision song, personal encouragement song, I would say, but others
Yeah.
can be encouraged with it. I mean, a lot of times we don't appreciate what we have,
Right.
and we let a lot of pressures of different things make us feel a certain amount of unaccomplishments and different things like that. And some of us
Right.
have so much drive, you don't know how to appreciate where you come from, you know, and you know, you might not be where you want to be, but you got to look back how far you done came, you know what I'm saying, with what you're doing.
Right.
And so it's paying homage to that and just giving some information about my travels or dealing with haters or whatever, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People who negative, man. I mean,
Right.
dude, being a black man doing country like I'm doing it, and
Yeah.
you know, it just was a thing. You know, a lot of people just wasn't the most, I would say, encouraging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, it either gonna fold you up or you're gonna get strong in your spirit and determination, and then you can go ahead and start making some ground, covering some ground with what you're doing, and then you gotta learn how to disassociate yourself from them type of environment. It's not healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know, sometimes we'll get complacent. Uh, you know, almost like paying to get your ass kicked, if I can say on here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? With a
Yeah.
lot of situations, it's like I'm going over here to get my ass kicked. You know, it's like why am I even over here? You know, with
Right.
these folks. So it's just if you know, I put it out there because I know a lot of people don't talk about it and different things like that. Everybody got their pride high and stuff like that. So I choose to put it in my song, man, and because I know I ain't the only one going through it. You know, people just doubt you or say disencouraging things. They want to make sure you know what somebody else is doing, and they're doing the same thing you're doing, whatever it is, selling cars or whatever. Hey, man, and let me send a shout out to my nosy ass wife that just threw me off right now. She came crossing. I'm gonna get you in a minute, but anyway, dude, my bad, man. She just
Nah,
made a
you
face,
good.
man.
Nah, you
Anyway,
good.
yeah, man. Anyway, but that's where that song came from. It was a in-depth look at, man, that you need to appreciate the good people that you have in your life, man, and hold them dear, man. I mean, because once you find out that you know you can replace a lot of things, but good people you just can't. So you want to
Right.
make sure you kind of always pay homage to your close friends and people who care about you. And that's what the song about. I didn't mean to get long-winded about it,
Nah,
but
you good.
um,
You good.
you know, it's just addressing the subliminal haters and stuff like that. You know
Right.
that go around discouraging people. Not just myself. I'm speaking for a lot of folk, man. I mean,
Right.
a lot of people. Whenever you're doing something that they can't do, they tend to say a lot of negative things, and it happens a lot where we from. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
If you're doing something that's different and out the box, and you going on believing in something and different things like that, man. They
Right.
got jokes out the frame, which the slick hating be up under the jokes and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And you dead serious of making a life or providing a means of survival for your family by what you're trying to do. Why would you disencourage anyone, you know, to try to get
Right.
out the bucket,
Exactly.
you know? But man, that's a whole long conversation. I know I don't want to, you know, but
I I know,
yeah,
man.
man,
We got time, man.
yeah,
We definitely got time.
yeah,
So
but
so keeping with that, going through with this music, how what is the most difficult thing about um being in your position in the industry?
uh, morality, I would say,
Yeah.
uh, trying my best uh to, I would say, be entertaining but not losing myself in
Right.
entertainment, meaning I gotta be who I'm is, you know what I'm saying, to a certain
Right.
extent. But people want to be entertained, so you got to put a little grease on it, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that was used to be the most, I would say, challenging thing. But in the industry, and I once I stopped looking at the industry and just started looking at my music and stuff, uh, that kind of eliminated that. But at the same time, you know, you seeing what or how a lot of people make it and what type of people they are and how they are
Right.
portraying and what they are portraying, you know, and what type of person they are. And not saying everybody, but I'm trying to make sure that I keep myself in tune so I don't need to have I would say, my entertainment too far from the person that I am. You know,
Right.
they say that's exposing yourself, but you
Yeah.
know, man, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
hey, I try my best to walk about what I talk about, and you know, that's just what's up with me. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Right.
like I say, a lot of people look at it because it's everybody. Most of it is an act. You know, ain't nothing wrong with
Right.
that. But you know, when I go and talk to my mama see what I'm doing, or somebody who got respect for me, I just want them to not see my stuff too far from the human being that I'm in. And then if I got
Right.
the talent, why not use it for some real good stuff? You know, if I can.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Yeah, I go through that. I'm actually going through that now, man, because you know, you have so many now you have so many podcasts out, and you know, you want to be different, but at the same time you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
you know, you don't want to basically do the same thing everybody else is doing. You want to stay true to your authentic self.
Right.
And that's kind of what I'm going through now. Um because society kind of wants to kind of push you to a level to where you kind of want to give in to what other people are doing. So
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
it's real hard
Yeah,
trying
man,
to
it
stand
is,
out.
bro. Yeah, it really is, man. So I know you definitely understand exactly what I'm talking about, but
Oh yeah,
man, you got to stay encouraged with it. And I mean, I just say like what I'm doing. I could offer this up is tap into your fans, the people that really support you, and build off them. You feel what I'm saying, and build with
right,
them because they dedicated to you. And
right,
those five will easily become 10. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And it's a slower
right,
process and everything, but you did it your way and what you actually set out to do. You know what I'm saying? Just
right.
like, now that we connected and I see what you're doing and different things like that, I'm gonna make sure I pass the word or whatever I can do. So
Definitely.
continue to have the effect on folks, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna climb, and everything.
Right,
Because I see how you're a professional man. You ain't at this jive, and you came from
right,
this background, but at the same
right,
time, you're doing it on a level and reaching and setting yourself already in I would say, a real respectable look. You feel what I'm saying? If I could say that
right,
to you, but
right.
it's just a matter, man. You sticking to your guns, man, and a lot of times, man, we want this stuff to happen a little bit faster and different things like that, man, and get it out there and stuff like that. But quality over quantity, man. Remember that one.
Facts,
Yeah,
facts,
yeah.
facts. So, your family man, you are a family man. So,
Oh
being a
yeah.
family man, how does your family play a part in what you do?
Oh man, I gotta be honest, they will let me know if I'm lame, if that's lame in a minute. Uh my wife and my son, hey, man, dude, what you doing? But they don't do it in the way of anything to do. It just really may be whack, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And but they support me, man. They stay on just like now. I'm getting ready to ride my motorcycle here in a minute.
yeah,
I had all my motorcycles gear on, not all of the gear on, but my other
yeah,
bandana on. She said that's too much. Take some of that off. You know what I'm saying? So that type of stuff help me, man. Because I don't know. I'm country as hell. If I
yeah,
got it, I'm gonna put it on. But sometimes, they'll be like, "What? You got a clown on your show?" But no, and in all honesty, they just they've been here for me, and like I say, they be real with me. And if I
yeah,
my wife will never tell me I do is fat. She ain't gonna never tell me it's fat. She just gonna say that's fine. So I have to take if she say that's fine, that mean I really got something bumping. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? She don't want to give me the big head. That's what she call herself not doing. She won't never
yeah,
just say that's fine right there. I said, what you think about this? It's fine. So, cause if she ain't got nothing to say about it, it's all
yeah.
right. You know what I'm
It's all
saying?
right.
So I had
Yeah,
to learn how to use that governing system right there with her. But my
yeah,
son just cut those. Nope. Trash. Trash, But yeah, man. But that's very important, man. I had to sometimes you had to catch yourself in the rat race and pull back and make sure you keep those values relevant in your career and everything else. I mean, because that's very important part of your life is your family and the
right,
and the, and, the, and those that really genuinely been there and be there for you.
right, right.
Mhm.
So let's talk about legacy, man. I'm doing this radio and podcasting thing as a result of my father introducing me to it. Your legacy is continuing through your son, correct?
Yeah. Hmm.
So let's talk about that. Who is your son for the people who don't know? I know your son, but
Well,
who is your son for the people who don't know?
he is his Anthony Lorenzo Holmes Jr., alias Hit Kid, producer here from out of Memphis.
Right, right. He
Hmm.
dope dope producer, man. I always I followed him from the F&F hit
Hmm.
that he produced for Glorilla.
Hmm.
Um excellent producer, man. I don't think I have found another producer out the city of Memphis that's doing what he's doing right now. And he's
Mm.
also I saw that he's also starting a record label.
Yeah.
Of course. So how proud are you of your son, man, carrying that
Ah,
torch?
man. I mean, dude, sometimes I had to pinch myself. I mean, I couldn't ask for a greater son. I mean, I can't even put it in the words, man. I mean, dude, a champion. I mean, he a
Yeah,
real champion, man. He top line, bloodline. I'm not just saying that. When you're raising him up, and his mama played a magnificent part. We both were there. With him just as being a human being through his schooling and everything else. But his discipline
right,
and dedication and mental discipline is just out the frame. So I mean, I don't have any words, man. I'm so thankful. And I had to catch myself. Like I say, I was telling you about the when you got all these blessings and
right,
that on your life and the positive feelings that you have, that people will try to snatch that from you. So you have to just click back and look at the things that you have. You
right.
feel what I'm saying? And I'm really a blessed man, and I'm just thankful to have a son like that. I got a grandson now, Anthony the Third.
And to the third, keep it going.
And yeah, so I'm just like I say, really thankful. I can't even put it in the words, man, because it's not just about success; it's about the morality. And for
Right.
him, he's just outstanding, man. I mean, I couldn't, like I say, we always say bloodline, just,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just, I'm just thankful, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, we all are.
That's good, man. So you have a track that's called "I'm Liking Her," which is when I say which is the anthem in this house.
Yeah,
It
I
is
didn't know,
the
man. Hey,
it
dude,
is the
thanks, thanks,
anthem.
thanks, man.
It is
Yeah,
the anthem in this house, man. And
yeah.
my wife definitely wanted to. She was excited to be on because that's her favorite song, man. That's
Really,
that's her
do.
that is her favorite
Hey,
song.
hold up, man.
That is her
Yeah,
favorite
oh,
song,
man,
man.
yeah. I did that song. The concept was, well, the music video. You had the uppity lady, and then you had the regular lady. So sometimes the what is it, the dime, the fine, the BBLs, and this
Yeah,
and that may not. You might not have enough money. You saw dudes slam the black card down. You know,
yeah,
I ain't got that type of money. You know what I'm saying? So he went on
yeah,
with the BBL. So I had to just come, it wasn't like the other lady was bad. I'm just saying, it was
yeah,
just a humble approach if you were coating a lady. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Hey,
I
hey,
believe
get your ears out the door. you know.
that. Man, I believe that song that song really shows your diversity.
Right.
I remember way it was a few years ago the song "You Can Be What You Want to Be."
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah,
That was
man.
the first song I ever heard of yours, man. And after
Yeah.
all these years, that song still play in my head.
Did that, man.
I still look up that song maybe twice a week.
Man, and
So
just to
that
let you know, your at that point with that song, your father actually played a role in helping doing a lot of little positive different things down at the BBA,
yeah,
and everything. He would try to assist us in every kind of way because we were trying to, make a change out here with just add a little positive music out there. But your dad actually helped back then with that, man. He was always a
yeah.
good partner, man. Yeah. He actually
Yeah.
did a song with me. He got a song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was just about to get
he,
into
yeah.
it. How, man, listen.
I don't mean to
It's
run your show, man,
no,
but
you
you just
good.
was taking me there. Yeah,
You good, man.
yeah.
It's
But
so hard to get him to sing. All right. So after all these years, because he hasn't sung since we've probably been in church.
mm,
So how did you like how was you able to pull that off, man? Because this
I did the song And you know, of course, it was another one of them inspirational like songs. And I just put it out there on the Facebook, you know, in the studio or whatever. I didn't really, it wasn't no release or nothing. I just was putting the message out. I
Yeah.
need to stop doing that. I need to make sure all my rights and royalties, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I might get $5 or something. But
Right.
your dad ran across it on Facebook and called me. He called me, say, man, I know you finna think I'm crazy. But just hear me out. Matter of fact, I gotta come and talk to you face to face about this. That man came the next day, I guess, I think, met me in the garage and he just spilled it out. I don't know. He said the song touched him so much, man.
Yeah.
And I want to sing the hook. So I thought he was, you know, I ain't no married for no singing, man. I know you from the Mary Maid show, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but I'm known just like the guy that's on To Smile. They're not professional singers or whatever.
Yeah.
But he was so heartfelt and determined to do it. I said, all right, man. You know, not knowing he was gonna actually hold a note, you know, actually hold a note and do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
shot a video. We got a video to it.
Oh
My
yeah.
son shot the video. Me, him, and Mary. We went and just put the video together, man, so we can have a visual to it. But
Yeah.
any kind of way, he sung that junk, man, and we put the song out there. You know, it's you can download it or whatever, man. But it was more of a, he was dealing with a few things, he said, you know, and it felt like he could release on that song. So it
Right.
was just far be it for me. We've been friends so long. You don't pose a really, a lot of people don't mix business with stuff like that, but he
Mm-hmm.
was so sincere about it. I say, whatever he say is gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? Because he really want to do this. So it
Yeah.
came out decent, man.
Yeah. I call him old. Yeah, I call him old. The old man is pretty is pretty dope, man. I give him that. I know he watching, so
Yeah.
I see I did it, daddy.
What? Yeah,
So
man.
your I look at you more as a lyricist, right? All of your songs are basically a story.
Mm-hmm.
So describe your creative process of coming up with the song. Because like I said, it's like you take your time to actually write it out, and it's a
Yeah.
story. So
Yeah.
before you even see the video, you're actually able to visualize in your head the song. So describe your creative process, man.
Uh, really. I'll get in here and, man, just hear a little rhythm or whatever, and uh, sometimes I look at a challenge and I just come up with a song title. Say I need to make a song about this. You know,
Yeah.
whether it be this and that. Um, I actually got a song that's kind of on ice. Now that I think about it, it's about human trafficking, and I'm
Mm,
using it as just example of a process. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Um, and that's something, you know, I wouldn't want to happen to any of my family members or something like that, to be trafficked and stuff like that. But I just look at it and I get in depth with it, learn as much as I can about it, and then come with the narrative perspective on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then a lot of this stuff I talk about, I just done live through, you know, and
Yeah.
been exposed to. So I just get in there and get my vibe on. I'm in here working on something now. This junk here kind of bumping, but
Yeah.
it's yeah, you know, I kind of go back and forth because like I just did a real like serious song. So now I
Hmm.
gotta let you, you know, toast your Bud Light up or whatever, you know, or whatnot, man, a little bit, but have a good time, brother. But the thing about it is, man, it's just a feeling, and then what I want to make sure I do is give a well-rounded spectrum on anything that I put together, because you don't want to beat people down too much. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And you want to, you know, give them a little ice cream and cake with the medicine. You know, put the medicine in the orange juice sometime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
so they can get it. So that's really my creative process, man. I just get in there and I say, man, I need to make something real and put my best foot forward to give people a real informative aspect with some sense. You know, I don't want to never be, man, what in the hell is you talking about? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I
Right.
just, a lot of people can get away with it, man. But if you were to see me,
Yeah.
man, talking about, man, you know, it just, come on, man. You know,
Yeah.
just because the word ran, you know, what the hell are you talking about? You actually take the beat away and you like, what the hell are you saying? You know? So
Right.
I'm telling you, if you snatch the beat out from some of these cats or whatever, you'd be like, golly, what is that? So I mean, I'm old
Exactly.
school anyway a little bit, but at the same time, man, I believe in saying something worth a damn to somebody, whatever the
Right.
subject matter is. You know what I'm saying? If it's a party, let's talk about how we gonna party. If it's dealing with real life and different things, like let's talk about, you know, that too as well in depth. You know, and give them a way around the spectrum of the pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? You know, so
Right.
they can make a sound choice if they choose to guide by what you're saying to them. You know. Mm-hmm.
So, um, sticking with that, man, what you saying, you're old school. So, how has the you've been in the game for a minute? How
Mm-hmm.
has the game changed from when you started to now? Because, like you said, now it's just like
Well, it's
you take
it's
the
a
beat
lot.
from these rappers, then it's just like okay,
Yeah, it's a lot of. You got some guys that's the newer that I definitely respect. Of course, you know, being with my son sometime now. Um, um, I would say I get a chance to see a lot of them, and it's a lot of these cats I do got a lot of respect for because I'm able to be in the studio and I see some of the content. I get to hear content up close. Um,
hmm
the difference now, everything is kind of instant. You know what I'm saying?
right,
The grind is not, you know, everything. You know, your song need to be 2 minutes 30 seconds now. You know,
right,
and you know the instrumentation's kind of been diluted and stuff like that because you know now you got to get the next hit out in the next month. You know, songs used to play and could last a while.
right,
Then you know you had a lot more, I would say, versatility in the music that we were exposed to. Now you only hear one or two cats over and over and over and over and over again. You know, you don't get a diverse way around the spectrum, and so not knocking them, man. Like I say, it's like it's just instant. I see it's a lot quicker. It just like it ain't no. I don't know if the passion is there. You know, of
right,
course, some of the young kids they got passion because they're doing it. But you know,
right,
only a few of the cats I know that really have a passion for the craft. You know,
right,
and
right.
everything. Hmm.
So, what do you think is the state of the music industry today, and where you think it'll be in the future?
Well, I mean, I believe it's finna take a change for the better. I would say. I mean, like I say, the hip hop now, man. You know, you got you got the people that have beef against each other and all those different things that hinder a lot of growth and stuff like that.
Right,
Which I really hate to see, but at the same time, you know, there are some prominent record labels coming up. You know, my son is going to be one of the pioneers for this newer generation of artists and stuff like that. And so I would say to answer your question, man, it's all the same, and you have to respect change. You know what I'm
right,
saying? You got to
right,
respect change because that's where things are going. But certain things, morality and keeping a core passion, core respect about things, that those rules don't change. They are blueprinted. You know what I'm saying? They keystone. You feel what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
So that's the only thing certain. My son is a keystone. You see what I'm saying? I can really say that
right,
about him.
right,
And in that, certain core values are going to stay, so it'll keep everything afloat. But when you get to letting a lot of the the keystone morality in running and running your label and doing a lot of things, you will lose it. It makes me nervous because I'm older now, so I'm like looking at it from a different perspective. But
Yeah.
hey, you got to realize, you were able to overcome and make it. You got to allow others to grow and take their challenges. You wish sometimes they would just listen. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully the bumps on the head get them there because I had to get mine. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So the best
Right.
thing I do is I try to be there for whatever's needed in any positive direction for my family and whatever my son may need or any of his associates and different things like that. Try to be whatever I would say they're having an issue with that I can possibly help with. I try to be there for them, and that helps out a lot instead of just complaining about what they're doing. You got to work with the newer situation, and not saying it's a negative situation. I'm just saying they don't know everything, but we got to realize
Right.
times change, a lot of stuff quick. Hey man, my son be roasting me so hard, man. He's like, Daddy, man, you got a 5-minute song, man. Cut the third verse off that junk, man. I'm like, all right, man, but you know. That's where it is. And it's
Yeah.
actually easy on me because I do stuff so intense. I'm like, this
Yeah.
all I gotta do. This
Yeah.
all I have to do. So now it's like taking my workload off. But
Yeah.
like I say, man, me myself, I just try to be a plus, man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I hope that the value system changes a little bit. It's a little bit scary out there seeing them how a lot of these cats are losing a lot of morality with their entertainment today, man. It's all entertainment, but when they take the entertainment to the streets, it's getting, that's distasteful to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I'm glad you're in the studio with some of these young cats, man. Just cause just like with any NFL or NBA team, you need some type of wisdom on the team, man. And
Mm-hmm.
knowing who you are and knowing your work, man, I know without a shadow of a doubt that you are changing the game in a positive way, man. And
Right.
big salute to you.
Hey,
Big
man, I appreciate it,
salute to you,
man.
man.
Appreciate it.
Definitely. So you have another project called This Is My Country, I believe.
Yeah.
Um you got some singing chops, man.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was you
Yeah,
until
man.
I
That's me.
saw the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, man. That's one of my favorite pieces of productions I did. I know it's kind of I would say acapella-ish because it's just me and the guitar and a few sounds that I put together. But that song there is I wanted to talk about my country because they kept, I would say it's really hard for me to break into the mainstream country circuit. I'm fighting to get a door in there.
Yeah.
But I just thought about something. I supposed to go to Nashville, man. Anyway, but the thing about it is, um, I did that song to show what my country is. How I like to hang in the country, how I
Right.
get down. Down south, it's a whole another country. Folk from down in
Facts.
Mississippi, down South Texas, everywhere like that. Louisiana. That's what we did. We cut through
Right.
the woods, get some corn whiskey, man, set out, and that's what we did.
Facts.
So
Right.
everybody had their definition. So it wasn't a clapback country, but it was like this is my country then. Since I can't fit in your country, this is my country.
Facts.
So basically, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to show another side of, country, my swag of country, and everything,
Right.
you
Right.
know,
So
picking blackberries and stuff like that.
oh, oh yeah. Trust me. I
Put it,
know.
put the
I'm
sugar
from
on them junks.
Facts. I'm from Tate County, Mississippi, so I know.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I know it. So your taste in music, man. Who off your top of your head, who are your top 5 in the industry. We'll go, let's say Southern rappers.
Southern rap.
It's a Southern
Are we
thing.
talking about now or just in general, all together?
Nah, just let's go your inspiration. Let's take out now and let's go back 90s, early 2000s, right when you started to get serious about this music.
I would say it would have to be. I gotta just say rap a lot. I can't even go down the list of everything, man, because they had some cold folks, man.
Yeah.
Dating family,
Oh yeah.
them, above the law. I was a
Yeah.
fan of them, man. Hip hop wise. Um, in the hip hop. Cool G rap. I remember with him
Okay.
and
Okay.
um, really, man. Of course, UGK and them. You know what I'm saying? Folks,
Oh, of
they
course
got
you
to
gotta
rap a
put them
lot
in.
after the fact, but they were down with another like Jive and out of part when they were in Port Arthur, Texas.
Yeah.
They were with Jive, but I would have to say that right now, thinking that
Yeah.
I would say, but I guess it was I got the rap a lot collection. You know what I'm saying? I didn't play the. I would say Spice One. I used to like them,
Yeah.
and the gal
Yeah.
that were with them, Boss.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta get it. Hold on, I bump short dog. Hold on. Them boys are with. Hold on, it's starting to kick in. Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Ice Cube. I'm naming everybody now, but it's like they had songs that I really used to play all the time. I forget the name of that one man. That one, oh god dog it. It was so bumping to me. I thought that was the coldest song in the world that Ice Cube had. Another Day in the Projects. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Once upon a time in the projects, yo. Yeah, that's it. But anyway, man. But mainly, man, I'll be listening to Sade and Bill Withers.
Hmm.
This new guy, October London, man, he the truth, man.
Yeah.
Um, um, and Co Cash, man, that my son worked with him. That man there,
Yeah. Cocash
hey
is
man,
is,
and he
is
a
hard.
good dude. He a good dude too, man. He's a good dude. And
Yeah.
Crucial Clay is one of the underrated. He's real melodic. He's real
Yeah.
melodic. He trap, but he real melodic trap. He's some he's really good. And I gotta say with my little girl, K Carbon. She is a
K
good man.
Carbon.
That joker
Definitely.
there, man. Hey man, she is something else. She is talented. And she ain't scared, but her heart be in the game, man. I mean, of course, them girls are Slam and Aliza.
Yeah.
They got their
Yeah.
own nice. Aliza's so sassy with hers, she laid back. But Carbon is a beast, and what's the name? Slamarona. She's enigmatic. So I've
Yeah.
had a chance to really be around it to appreciate.
Hmm.
And like I say,
Right.
I started listening to Cold Cash and the Key Glock. Key Glock.
Yeah.
I mean, I listened to a few of their songs, and out of this young, I would have to say I cannot forget 21 Savage. I don't know. And
Yeah.
believe it or not, after meeting what's my boy name? He called himself a gremlin. Kodak.
Kodak.
Kodak. They all got it. That's what I say. After I got the feel and hearing a few things and seeing what they had, I seen a couple of interviews, knowing that getting to know these people, different things, every like that, I can really respect their music. Cause I don't, cause you a lot of people be like, man, all these rappers ain't talking about nothing now. But you
Yeah.
gotta listen to certain songs, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unfortunately, the songs that they gonna push gonna be some, it's just
Yeah.
really about having a good time, and it can't be nothing wrong with that. So
Right.
you got to have a good time too. But I would just say, I'm just thinking, man. A lot of the artists that people wouldn't normally think. I mean, they hard now. They talk some shit in their song. but
Yeah.
they got some other sides to themselves that I can really learn to appreciate being from the younger generation. I know you just asked me about my 5 over there, but
I know
you
you
got
good.
me you got me going all the way down the line, man, because I don't want to leave nothing out,
I know
and
you.
no one out, especially when I'm paying homage to different things. I've had some experiences with some of these artists and stuff like this, so I can really see who they are, you know,
Right.
and different things versus you hear a song on the radio and you want to sum that person up, you know.
Right. Right. So I make sure I say this because many people don't know. So I used to do music. But where I ran into the problem is the writer's block. Now, some people believe that writer's block don't exist. But I can truly say from my experience, writer's block is a real thing. So what is how did if you ever deal with writer's block, how do you deal with trying to get over that hump? Because some people stay there like myself. I stayed there, and once I stayed there, it's just like all the writing skills just left because
Well,
you
you probably
stay
like me. You probably writing something that take a lot of substance and content to it,
right.
so you can go make any kind of song. You can make a song. You know the song they make one. How they make a song? Garbage bag. Get the garbage bag, and the
Yeah,
right beat. Man, you on that garbage bag, ain't it, man? You know what I'm saying? So
right,
so the thing about it is, when you're writing, sometimes you need to live a little bit and get off of it. And man, when I get off of it, when I come back, like I just revamped my studio now,
yeah,
man. And I've been my son bought me a new piece of the up to date MPC and
yeah,
everything. I'm tracking with now, and I'm challenging myself to do my first country track on it and
yeah,
everything. But you come back with a vision after you be off of it for a minute, and
right,
everything will start clicking. So sometimes you have to let your brain restart. That may take
right,
a fishing trip, go kick it here, whatever you got to do, then come back to it. It's not actually writer's block because you may not have the time. Your chemical balance might not be hitting right then, man. Sometimes it ain't
right,
time to write the song if you're writing a song about something. Now, if
right,
you just one of these guys that can, it's a different type of song. I got a partner, old head. He come up with song on anything,
right,
anything, and be a good song that could go. But when you actually like to put a little more into your music or into your writing, you tend to want to have your head in a certain place, and it could be all types of distractions. You know what I'm saying? Personal distractions and financial distractions. Man, you can't write no song and you ain't had a sandwich.
right, right.
You hungry as hell unless you writing about the sandwich. I want letters on this bitch. Load it up with me.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
So, what's your advice to because I do have I got people watching that wants to that's taking this music serious that wants to just they just want a foot inside of the door to possibly hoping it leads up to something spectacular. So what do you say to those people who wants to say following your footsteps and make this industry thing something truly special?
Um, first, first thing is uh, get in your head that um, it's messages coming across here. I don't know if they're
Ah, that's
messages.
it. Yeah, that's comments from the viewers.
Oh, okay. But anyway,
Yeah,
man. First thing first, man. Find your pocket and find what you're gonna be happy with as an artist.
right,
Biggest thing is searching for your niche, your zone. A lot of people, I've done it. The identity, who you gonna be,
right,
how you gonna be, how can you live and hold this up through your whole career? You see what I'm saying?
right,
So find your comfortable spot. You feel what I'm saying? And first and foremost, man, believe in yourself and work on your talent. Your talent.
right,
Um, Stop competing with anybody else that's out there. Make your song. And
Right.
the next thing is you just do not give up. That's the biggest piece of any advice. It's no set road. Do not give up. Move around, learn from your mistakes, learn from working with this situation that didn't produce nothing. You don't have to travel that road no more repeatedly and hope that it may change. You feel what I'm saying? Certain
Right.
things are just not a good fit for you. The stuff may be smaller that's a good fit for you. Roll with that. It can turn into something big, you know. So the number
Right.
one thing is don't quit,
Right.
you know. As the years pass, don't quit. And don't lie to yourself because I wanted to give up a lot of damn time. I didn't want to, man. I'm like, I ain't doing nothing with this him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But God wouldn't let me give up in myself because it's in my blood. I got to make a song. So I
Right.
had to find peace in just making the music. And then the little pluses that come along, hey, that's all the more better, you know?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
hmm And be
Yeah.
happy with what you're doing, man. If you ain't
Yes,
happy,
you gotta be happy.
hey, be fun, be proud of yourself at your creation. Be able to accept some constructive criticism. You know, it's a lot of little
Oh
things,
yeah.
but the
Oh
key, don't
yeah.
give up, man. Yep.
I got a comment down here that's saying I believe we went over it, but I believe the viewer wasn't in yet. But he was saying, how many years have you done music industry? Like I said, I know you've been around.
Yeah. Well, I signed my
I know you
first deal
released.
in 1999. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? My
yeah,
first deal, real deal, you know. But I was making music way before then, man. I would say 30 years, 30 years to be safe.
yeah.
I made little tapes and everything. Didn't have enough money to get print on both sides of the tape, Jalen. I had to just write the words of the song on one side. He like, you're gonna be 300 if you get the other side. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, no, I'll give it 200, you know. Yeah, man. It's been a journey, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It definitely have, man. And again, man, it's been watching you from a distance, but actually knowing you and knowing the work that you put in, man,
Mhm,
is very humbling to know and to actually see it.
mhm.
Um Again, make sure saying that's dope advice. So you actually helping a lot of people today, man, and
Man,
this
that's
is gonna
cool,
be one
man.
of those.
My pleasure, man. My pleasure. I hope y'all. I wish everybody great success. I know how it is, man. You believe you got the talent. You believe in yourself. You know you can do it. And it's just like certain doors are not getting open, but at the right time they will. I remember being in New York with Dr. Period. He was a mega producer at that. Then he did the Nutty Professor soundtrack, all that MOP, all that stuff, and I gave him my CD, and I had rode the train for about 2 hours to get over there to Queens, New York, where he lived, and he took the time. He sat there and he put my CD in, listened to the whole CD, man. I wanted to. I was chasing the deal so bad then. He said, man, he said, you need a little growing. I'm like, man, I done came from Memphis. I done rode a Greyhound bus to New York, this and that. And, and I was up there, man. It's a whole long story, man, struggling and everything else, man. Oh my God. We'll talk about that next time you have me on. But look,
Yeah,
all I can say is, uh, unbeknownst, I went back to New York just recently with a trip with my son and different things. We were in the studio working, knowing that I got all that knowledge from that first trip and didn't get anything happening with them folks. But 20
yeah,
years later, I'm on another level. 20
right,
years,
right,
20 years, man. So think about that. And it may not take you 20 years. You know what I'm saying? At
right,
all. So
right.
I don't know how I did it, how I stayed in it and stay encouraged of anything, man. All I can say is the key is not to give up. So I know how it is, and I'm glad that I can be a plus to somebody, man, out there. You know, we'll
Yeah.
do a part two, man. I'll tell you about the New
Oh
York
yeah,
struggle.
we definitely do a part two, man. So
Yeah.
tell the people how they can follow you, man, and I know you drop content. You drop content your schedule of dropping content
Yeah,
is kind of it's
I
kind of
got it messed
spaced
up. What is
out.
the algorithm? Yeah, yeah.
But
Um,
nonetheless, it's dope content out. So
right.
tell the
Yeah,
people how they can
I'm
find it
gonna
when they
get
check it
better
out,
with my
man.
social media presence, man. I am a dinosaur on that. I ain't gonna even lie about it. But um uh I'm Anthony Dulaa Holmes on Facebook and Dulaa 901 at uh at Dulaa 901 on Instagram. So
Yeah,
feel free to friend me, send me a friend request, man, and everything, and uh, holler at me, holler at me. And I appreciate all the support that I can get. Thank you, Jalen, man. I'm proud of you. As well, man. I remember you was a young dude too. Now, me and
yeah.
your daddy go back, a little
Oh
bit there.
yeah.
So, to
Oh
see
yeah.
you doing what you're doing, man, and keeping it going, man. I see it being successful. Cause just not only you interviewing me, I'm interviewing you, seeing how much you have grown to a scale like this, man. And so what you're
Yeah.
doing is like you're doing it well. So I see it being working out for you in the future, man, getting it to where you want it to be. If I could say that. Mm-hmm.
Man, that means a lot, man. I'm just like I said, I'm just starting out in this, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been around radio and
Yeah.
all of the broadcasting for so long, and many people don't know. And I gotta tell them, man, like I'm not new to this, man. I'm true to this. It's like you said, it's in you, it's in your blood.
That's why I say that's why you stepping in here. You ain't looking like no beginner, man. You feel what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
ain't looking like no
yeah,
beginner, and your mentality says it all. You sell the show. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
by me sitting here talking to you, this interview was one of the most I would say I was into. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh
I've
yeah,
done some. I'm gonna got some more stuff, but at the same time, this is one that I was into, and you were very engaged and you asked all the right questions. You know what I'm saying? Even though
man.
I probably took some of them and just ran off with the answer.
I mean, that's the whole point of the show, man. I want to be able for the guests to actually talk, man. I run into
Right.
so many podcasts where they barely let the guests talk. It's not about the host. I made this platform to help out. Excuse me, to help out the fellow man, to help out the
Yeah.
people who wants to do this, because I remember walking downtown to open mic nights at Brinson's
Hey
downtown.
man, you don't remember? I was at one with you a long time ago. You were getting on
Yeah.
there with doing poetry. I think
Oh
we was at
yeah.
Memphis Sounds.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Yep.
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
yeah.
Golly,
But
I ain't even know that.
yeah, man, I remember you were doing your thing then, man. But look here, I want to say this to this will sum a lot of stuff up too. If everybody out there could go and listen to the song to smile, that explains a lot of what I was just trying to talk about in a
Right.
lot more detail, a lot more better way. It's called To Smile. So I hope, and let me know if it helped you out. But I'm talking about it because I actually had to apply those things to help me get myself to I would say a better level in life and
Right.
in the game. So that explains it all because I can imagine what y'all going through. You know.
And I'm gonna put that I'm gonna actually and paste the link on my Facebook page, so that way they'll be able to
Right.
find it easily.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
So again, man, I appreciate you for popping up, man, allowing us to pick your brain and allowing
Oh
us
yeah.
the time to actually get to know you, man. This has been a definitely special, dope um podcast episode. You are technically my first music artist, so
Well, man, I'm
this
glad,
is
man.
pretty
Hey,
big to me,
it's an
man.
honor to
So
be there, man. Maybe down the line we'll be looking back, man. You remember, man? Yeah, kicking this thing on off,
yeah.
man. Well, much
Def-
success to you as well, and thank you for even thinking enough to have me on here, man.
Definitely, definitely. Again, man, it's been another episode of Entertainingly Outrageous. I am your boy, Crazy Kid, Mad City. That is your boy, Dulaa. I catch you guys Sunday for Pop Topic Sunday. Cue the outro.